What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? I'm just making some final checks and then we'll get into this. Uh, Sorry, the way I got my thing set up, I can barely see some of the time. So, see, everybody's in the chats talking already. That's good. I seen some people earlier saying, what time does it start? Remember, 6 p.m. Central Time is when I started every Sunday, every single Sunday. Try to get on here and answer any questions that I can. Appreciate everybody being on here today. Looks like we got quite a bit of them in the queue today, which is really, really cool. If you guys didn't notice, I did change the... Ooh, wow. Sorry. You guys can't see on my end, but that sucked. Anyways, you can see the members. You have a different badge now, depending on how long that you've been here. I created some badges. So I'm actually going to go to my email so I can show you guys the badges, what they actually look like. Since they're so tiny, you can't really see them. So I'm actually going to go in here and save these. Sorry, I can't see the screen at the moment, but I will return to it so I can see what you guys are saying. Download each of these. There we go. Then I can pull this over. Sorry, it's going to take me a second. I should have had this all ready. I'm unprepared all the time. It's just what happens. So, let me add a new image. Image. And, okay. Go to downloaded. I just want to show you what these look like. Ooh, that's big. Okay, so if you are a new member, this is what your badge looks like right there. That's for new members. And then for members that have been here for more than a month, there you go. That's what it looks like in full screen. And then members that have been here for a few months, more than 2 months, well, no, 3 months and up, basically, have that as a badge right there. Isn't that cool? I think they're pretty legit. I made these. It's one of the things I didn't know that you could create badges and stuff on it, and I think that's a lot of fun. There's a lot of other really cool stuff that you can do with the membership stuff. So anyways, I thought that was pretty legit. Let me get back to this so I can kind of see what everybody's doing. Ooh. Hey, Sativa's here. How are you doing today? Yeah, Melissa asks, how's the teeth coming? I think we're all kind of curious on that. Let's see. Laura says you look so good. I appreciate that. The grumpy old witch says, Bryson, go back and read my comment on his giveaway video he did a couple days ago. I meant every word. Just wanted to think. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, look, we got a new member. Coco Marino. Thank you. I appreciate that. Remember, we're going to have membership giveaways just for members only. And I don't think I don't know if I've mentioned this on a live, or maybe I did mention it last weekend. But remember, members, we're going to be doing $100 once a month to a member every single month from here to the foreseeable future. So if you want to save up, and unfortunately, until we've got like 30 members now, which is awesome. We had like 23, 26, something like that not too long ago. So we've got a few more members now. I think 31 members now. And I want to do something special for the members. Once we reach 50, we're going to be doing a members only Now Denture giveaway as well. So, and there's several members in there that already have some. So whenever we do that, I'm sure that they'll be given their giveaway entry to one of the other members or something. So I think that's pretty cool. Sativa says, got the tops fitting good. I've been thinking of removing the thermoplastic from the bottom and grinding down the side. I'll try to fit them in a little bit better. The bottom ones are tricky. I think that's what takes the longest. But just like Fun Size and me have said multiple times on this, sometimes it takes like a week to get them just perfect. A lot of times you don't get them right off the bat. And I think that's what a lot of people struggle with, is they get them in and they think they're going to get them perfect in one day, that they're going to be super easy, and they end up being a little bit harder. And you just got to take your time with it, be super patient with it, and eventually you're going to get it good. If you don't have patience, these aren't the right thing for you, because they do take a lot of patience. So Andre Black says, do you ever play around with your dentures in your mouth, loosen them up with your tongue? It can be very soothing. So I've mentioned this before, because this question's actually been asked. I do this all the time. If you do this, it'll tickle the roof of your mouth. And so I find myself doing this all the time, because it just tickles the roof of my mouth. It's a weird thing, but I've made kind of a little bit of a habit of it. If you asked a question earlier in it, remember guys, I start 15 minutes early. I start the live 15 minutes early, just so I can let the queue build up and let people get in here, because people have regular lives and stuff like that, and I don't want to just immediately start the live and have somebody miss out on something. So I start 15 minutes early. I start the live 15 minutes early, and then I get on right at 6. So the live goes live at 5:45 Central Time, and then I get on at 6. So just remember for future. How much is a membership? A membership is $199, I think, right? Isn't that right? $199 a month, super cheap. Make sure that if you do become a member, you don't do it on an Apple product. Don't do it from an Apple tablet or an Apple phone, because Apple likes to charge a little bit extra. So, Fun Size says, don't do it. She's talking about this thing. It's weird. It feels weird. When you first do it ever, and it's like the first time having dentures in your mouth and you start doing this, it like rings through your whole face. But now I've done it so many times, I just feel it right on the back of the roof of my mouth. Did you talk funny when you first started wearing dentures? I don't think so, because I got used to them fairly quickly. I pulled, like I said before, I pulled the top ones completely first, and I went full DIY. I think Denture Way or Jesse Dent or something like that. I don't have them in here. And I wore those with crappy bottom ones for a while. And then I learned to talk with the full DIY dentures in. And then when I got the bottom ones taken, that's when I went full Now Denture. And I think I just was able to adjust to the top and then to the bottom instead of having to adjust to both at once. So I can see how if somebody doesn't have dentures for a long time, like goes without for 5 to 10 years and then suddenly has them in, you'd probably talk pretty funny at first. But I think because I went from teeth straight into the DIY ones and then straight into the Now Dentures, I don't think I had much of a lisp or anything when I first started. Because I appreciate that. I actually have had people say on some of the videos that I've made that I did have a little bit of a lisp. So it's good to hear, because I don't notice it if I do from time to time. Sativa says, I'm so happy to have the top at least. And that's one of the things, like, honestly, I still go out sometimes whenever I'm starting to take these out, and I'm kind of putting them in the wash and everything, and I figure out that I still have to go somewhere and come back real quick. I'll just pop the tops in and go, because I'm more of a top tooth person, so my top teeth show more than my bottom teeth do. So, and that was kind of my deal at first. Like when I first got these, they were still kind of a little out of my price range, and I actually, the very first pair that I bought, my daughter loaned me the money to get them, because she got one of her Pell Grants in, and I was like, "Can you loan me the money so I can get that?" And she did. Uh, so that kind of shows the financial strain that I was in. So I get where you guys are coming from. Uh, but yeah, I thought at first that I was just going to get one and then the other one. If she wouldn't have loaned me the money, I was going to just get the top ones first and just wear those for a while. It's amazing just having at least one row. I mean, it feels so much different. Grumpy Old Witch says, well, they taught me patience real quick, and I have absolutely none. You got patience now, huh? Oh yeah, Donna, let us know how yours is coming along. That's Donna has like bony gums, and she's been having a little bit of trouble. Last time I let her know that you can remove the teeth. How did that go? Did you just get like a, because these are individual teeth. They are, and you can actually pull them out because it's like a real denture. It's exactly like a real denture. It's resin teeth into an acrylic base. So you can take each individual tooth out. It would just take some force and work to it. But she was cutting the back teeth off. There's so many people on here that have done extra adjustments with a Dremel and stuff. And this is one of the cool things about these lives, is a lot of them will get on these lives and kind of let people know the extra work that they're doing into them to get them to work. And Donna's been determined. She's going to get hers perfect, but she's put a ton of work into it, weeks and weeks of work into it. It's nice to have that base, the resin teeth to an acrylic base. And that also kind of just shows that they don't work for everybody. They really don't. They work for most people. They just don't work for everybody. And that's the unfortunate thing. There's been a lot of people that get on my comments and they'll kind of just rip into me like it's my fault. But I try to let everybody know, like, these are DIY number one, so you got to have a lot of patience. And if you have none, a lot of times they're not going to work. And people will get frustrated and just throw them in the trash. And then number two, there are sometimes, like the size chart, for example. The size chart works for most people. They did a really good job at coming up with a size thing for people to follow along with for your first purchase. But it's not always right. Everybody's different. People that are smaller have bigger mouths and vice versa. So you just kind of have to work with it. And the fact that you have to send it back and pay for shipping, that frustrates a lot of people too. But that's how they keep the price so low. It's not charging that extra shipping so you get free shipping, because I'm sure they would tack on an extra like $40 to it if they did that. And then everybody would have to pay that extra $40, which in most cases, most people don't need to, because they don't need to send it back. So, sorry, I'm trying to read through these while I'm talking at the same time. So she said, I removed a tooth on each side of the bottom. Works so much better now. That's awesome. Yeah, is my video lagging? I can see it from this side. I told you guys last weekend that my computer's been acting up and being stupid, and I've got to get a new computer, but unfortunately I can't get a new computer until next week. Not next weekend, but the weekend after that. After the 20th. Because that's when my next YouTube check comes in. And everything that I do for YouTube, I try to use YouTube funds from, not my personal funds. So, this computer's about to die. It's almost dead. And I've been struggling with it for the last few weeks. I'm getting a new camera to do most of my videos on that shoots in 4K, and I'm getting a computer that will. I can't even edit 4K videos on this computer. That's how bad it is. It won't even let me move the videos over. So I've got to get a new one. Yeah, see, Anthony said it took him a couple weeks to get used to talking. And Anthony, if I remember right, Anthony hadn't had teeth in years. Oh, he even said I hadn't had teeth in years. My bad. A long time. I remember him telling us how long it had been since he had teeth. And when he finally got the now dentures, he could finally eat a lot of foods that he hadn't been able to eat in years. And I think Anthony's like a shining example of these now dentures, just like me. That they've been truly like life-changing for. And I love that. I absolutely love that. And Anthony won his. Anthony bought a pair, and then the pair that he's wearing now that actually work are a pair that he won from the giveaways. So I mean, that just he's a prime example of coming in here, being on lives, watching videos, signing up for giveaways, and winning a giveaway and getting an outdenture, getting it to work perfectly. I love that. I hope you do too, David. David says, I hope I can get those one day. I hope you do too. And I'm sorry if I'm skipping anybody's comments. They're just kind of rolling up a little bit faster. And because of the computer issues, I can't scan up. I can't scroll up. So it's my little finger thing doesn't work half the time. So I'm just kind of trying to follow it the best that I can. So if I get into talking about something and it scrolls past, then I apologize. Just re-put your comment in and I'll try to get to it. I try to answer everybody as much as I can. Yeah, I noticed it on my side. It's not lagging anymore. I appreciate that. Uh, my OBS is starting to kind of pan out, and the CPU is actually a pretty good percent right now. So hopefully it doesn't do that anymore. Even if you got to save to get one at a time, they're one what? With my code, I think they're 175 per arch. I mean, that's a great idea. Just save up per one and then just get them as you go. She said now it's lagging after saying it wasn't lagging. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to stay on here as long as I can. This weekend I'm on. Next weekend I won't be on. My wife's father-in-law, or oh, not my wife's, my wife's dad, my father-in-law is having his memorial. We're having his memorial next weekend. Oh, it's the weekend after? Okay, never mind. I'll be on here next weekend, but not the following weekend. Which the following weekend should be the $100 giveaway. So I will put it for members. I'll do a short, like I've been doing lately, for members only, and I'll let you guys know what day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I'm going to do the $100 giveaway on. Make sure that all you members have Cash App, because that's how I'm going to give it to you. So just download Cash App. It's free. You don't need anything for it. Just get it on your computer, get you a thing, and then whoever wins, I'm just going to Cash App you $100. So safest, best way to do it instead of mailing a check or anything. Candy says, I haven't eaten outside of my home in 10 years. Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here that feel your pain. A lot of people. So this is the best place to be on a Sunday, because there's a lot of people here that have went through the same thing you have, and some people now have the now dentures or a pair of dentures or something, and can tell you all about how great it's been. Paulette said, I'm glad you said that. I've been watching all these videos. They're saying it's hard to talk and hard to eat. Six Bridges coming out on the 24th. It'll probably be pretty hard for you, but you'll get used to it eventually. Those guitars look really cool. I appreciate it. These are actually my cheaper guitars back here that hang on the wall. The ones that I don't really play. The PRS guitars are in the living room. Those are the ones that I play the most. Those are my favorite ones. I hope one day oh, the other thing too is most of these guitars behind me have been given to me. They're like the cheaper. So it's not like I haven't bought all these. In fact, that one, I played a live gig in Oklahoma and a judge gave me that one. This one I got when I was little, got given to me. This one, I wanted all the electronics, so I paid $100 for. That one was given to me, and that one was like $100. And then that one I think was given to me too. People give me guitars all the time. It's probably because I love guitars so much, and people know that I'm a guitar player. So whenever they get done with one and they don't play it anymore, they're like, "Here, you can have it." It's kind of nice. Donna says they got 2 ways to finance. I haven't seen anybody doing the financing yet, so if somebody on here has done the financing, that would be really cool to get in the comments and kind of tell people how the financing works. I mean, that'd be awesome, because I haven't done it. Maybe what I should do is get a hold of Denture Rescue and actually have them print me off a little thing so I can explain how the financing works. I think you just, like any other financing, you just sign up, they hold on to it, and you just pay, and then once it's paid off, I'm sure they send it to you after that. But I could be wrong. Maybe they send it to you before. I have no idea. Candy says, can't afford to lose any more weight. Yep. Eating soups and broth and all that stuff. I get you. Every one of us that got our teeth pulled had to go through a phase of that. I couldn't imagine going through years of that. I hated it, eating soups and nothing but soups. Lori says, I eat, but I swallow a lot of food whole. Yeah. Been 3 years I had no teeth, Stephanie says. Man, got a lot of new people in here today, I think. Got a few new ones. Fun Size clicked the, she posted the nowdentures.com with the discount code and everything, so I appreciate that. She's always a step ahead of me on it. I always forget to announce that. So they only recently started to, this past week or the week before that, whenever I posted that video, I can't remember exactly when. I think it was this past week. They're finally putting on my code. It saves you $10 and they give me $10. So I'm actually finally getting a little bit of commission for it, even after all the views and all the times that I've been on. I don't work for Now Denture or Denture Rescue or anything like that. There's never been really any money that switched hands, except they gave me some money on Amazon one time, and I hate getting money on Amazon. But they were trying to make it right. I think they sent me like $100 one time and like $200 another, which was nice. It's nice. But for all the promotion that I've done for them, basically with all the videos and stuff, like it's been a lot of free advertising. So it's nice to get a little chunk of change from them now. And Jane said 9 years without, just ordered a pair. Oh man, good luck. I hope they work out good for you. I really do. I think you're going to be another one that has a little bit of a life change. I think they look great too. I do. They look better than my original teeth, and I really think my face altogether just looks better. I do. I think I just look like a better person. And it's funny that I've always worked kind of lower jobs, lower on the totem pole than most people. And ever since I got the Now Dentures, I've been promoted. I've been discussed on more promotions, like all sorts of different stuff. So pretty exciting. I like it. I think I've seen something. One second. Let me check this real quick. Didn't mean to do that. Cancel. Okay, never mind. My computer's being dumb. Anyways, let me get back to these. Donna says, about a month they are wearable. Now just a couple of places that are sore. Getting used to them. I guess I didn't read that right. Yeah, when you first get them in, I mean, it's hard plastic against a soft gum. So, I mean, there might be some places as you're wearing them that get a little bit of sore and stuff, but it gets tough. Like the gums get tough throughout time, and it gets a whole lot easier. Oh, I didn't see that one. Somebody posted something that says get a free pair. I didn't see the rest of that. You can copy it, paste it, repost it if you want to. Paulette said, I haven't got my crowns off. Well, it's fixed partials. I have a bone spur. Yeah, and then that one's gone. Sorry, I'm having trouble with it. As long as you guys are answering each other and stuff, that's good. Let's see, I guess I won't know if I have bone spurs until the fixed bridges are removed. Do they have decay? Okay. Do they have decay? Well, it's gone now. Infection or infection. Okay. Lots of noodles and peanut butter sandwiches. Yeah. Paulette says, my Now Dentures will be here Tuesday. Awesome. Howard Tackett's here. Good evening. I'm trying to work my way down and see if there's more important ones to read. Sorry. Why is the code I got top and bottom for 363? That's right, because I think they're what, 387? So I'd have to see what your. I mean, I don't know what the taxes are and stuff like that, but that seems right, right? Because I thought it was 375, so it almost looks like you got more off. Was it 375 at one point? I haven't looked at the price of them in a while. I thought it was 375, 385 or 375 or 387. For some odd reason those numbers are popping into my mind, so that looks right with the code. Mary Bernard says, I just found your discount code. Thank you, Bryson. You're welcome. I just did my bottoms with the DIY Denture Way kit, and I'm having trouble getting them to stay in. Yeah, the Denture Ways and Jesse Dent are full DIY sets, and they are very tough to do. They take a lot more patience. The one good thing is you get a mold of your mouth, and so you can make them on the mold. But I don't really have any directions I can give you for that. I made the first full DIY ones. I made several DIY ones in that, and then I made a video not too long ago showing people how to make a DIY one. Watch the video. That's about as much as I can say, because I mean those are tough. They take a you got to be really good. So if you get them to work right, you're really good at making stuff, because those are full DIY, 100% skill. They take skill to really make good ones. So good luck on it. I hope you get them good. Lori says, how's your wife doing? She's doing pretty good. They're all doing pretty good. My kids are doing great too. Oh, what I was saying is, did I already say that? Yeah, the 21st or 22nd. I'm taking the 21st off. The 22nd is in Memorial, and I'm sure there will be family down on Sunday, so I won't be live on Sunday of that week. But I will be, since that is a $100 giveaway. I already said that. Yeah, that I'll let you guys, the members, know when we're doing the $100 giveaway. Oh, it's so scared to get so many teeth out. I'm telling you, yeah, when you start getting them all yanked, that's when your eyes start opening up like, holy cow, I'm not gonna have teeth anymore. And it's pretty scary. But once you get something in place that you can wear and you can still eat food, I think you won't regret it. Because I don't regret mine at all. I regret not taking care of my original teeth and not having braces or something and getting them straight. I wish these were all real teeth. I really do. But they were so far gone that there was nothing else I can do, and I don't regret it now. I don't have any more mouth pain. That's the biggest thing for me. All the infections and stuff like that, no more of that. I went 2 years having nonstop tooth pain, and it sucked. There's nothing worse. Now that you mentioned something about speaking, I'm actually focusing on my talking. Sorry. There's nothing worse than mouth pain. So, do ladies ever do the large? Yes, they do. There's been several ladies that have gotten large. They used to sell these as medium women and large men. That's how they used to sell them. When I first bought the first pair that I got, that's how it was listed on Amazon, where I bought them. Large men's, medium women's, and I just went with the men's one. I got lucky that they fit perfectly. And then I reached out to I went and looked up Now Dentures on the internet, found denturescue.com, sent them a chat, and then set this whole thing into motion. And they sent me a pair just so I could show you guys how to make them. And then the rest is history. So, but yeah, they used to be listed women's and men's. I haven't tried the new Polydent. I'm not a huge fan of Polydent, so I don't like to wear it all that much. Polydent's usually the one that has zero zinc, and it's super slimy, and it sticks in your dentures really bad. So I haven't tried it. I need to, but I haven't tried it. But I get with the ones that I use, Fixodent with along with the powder, I can get more than 12 hours of hold that way. So I like to put that in whenever I need a long hold. But I just usually use the Fixodent by itself for the most part because it'll last 8 hours. Which denture cream are you using? I use the Fixodent with the not mint, but the spearmint flavor because it makes my mouth feel fresh, taste fresh. I love it. It tastes good. And if I don't have it, I'm like, ugh. How do you know what size dentures to get? They have a sizing chart on denturescue.com. If you click on the Now Dentures and then you click on a full set, you can go through the pictures on the side and it'll show you the size chart. I think on the actual page it only shows you medium and large, but if you click on the pictures and go through the pictures, it'll actually show you the full chart that says all of them. Yeah, and I also show that if you watch my last video, I actually show that chart. I actually put it in the video so you guys can see it. If you just go through the video, you'll see the chart. Pat says I got braces. A lot of good it did me. Yeah. Well, and I think part of the issue too is like a lot of foods now have nothing but high fructose corn syrup in it. They have all these dyes and all this different stuff, and I think it does a number of damage on your teeth. It almost makes you wonder if the food industry and the dental industry have like some sort of a partnership or something. But it seems like dental companies are making so much more money now, and since it's a necessity and a need, most people have to go to them to get stuff done. So no, they can set the prices at whatever they want to, and it's just been out of control lately. I'm hoping something like this, like an affordable DIY venture, will cause pricing to start going down. If more people will get into doing the DIY thing and suddenly dentists see that people aren't going to them anymore for that product, then hopefully they'll start dropping the prices down. It's just the free market at work. So hopefully that happens. People just stop going to get dentures. Hansai says, I ain't gonna lie, my extractions and recovery were horrible, but my prayers helped, and I still don't regret it because with these dentures, I can eat and smile again. That's awesome to hear. Fun Size is another one that got one from the channel. So she initially was going to be the community giveaway that we were doing, and then I talked right in the middle of all that. I talked Denture Rescue into just giving her a pair. So they ended up sending a pair, and I ended up mailing them to her, and that was awesome. So another testimonial of somebody who got it from this channel. I mean, we've given away several of them. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad we have more to give away now. We're going to be giving away some. Well, what do you guys think? What number do you think the video should get to? Last time we did 2,000 views. I think we can do more than that. When should we do the giveaway? Like at what view count should we do the giveaway? Because my deal with the view count is I want to see that it's being shared and it's getting in front of more people, because I think it's important. I still see people that get on every single day that have never seen anything like this. It's their first time even hearing that something like this exists. And that's, to me, the more this stuff gets shared and the more this stuff gets put out there, I know people want to win the giveaway. So when you're up against less people, it gives you a better shot at winning. And you don't have to share one of these videos. I guess you could share one of the other ones all you wanted, but it gets the video out in front of people, lets them know that this product exists. And there's probably somebody in your life, that's not just you, but somebody in your life that could afford it, and this would be life-changing. You know what I mean? So to me, that's important. I think the view count kind of shows once it gets to a certain point, then we do the giveaway type of thing. So I haven't set a date yet. I usually do a view count type deal. 5'8", do ladies order large? Not all the time. Most ladies order medium. Most do, but there have been some that have had to switch to large and stuff. So just do the chart, order the one that the chart says for your size, and then don't open the plastic around the teeth. Don't open the teeth up. Don't do any of that. Fit the tray in. If the tray doesn't fit, send the whole thing back and get a different size. My parents spent a fortune on my mouth. Beautiful teeth. My ex put me in the ICU. Facial bones broke. Oh, that sucks. God, that sucks. Yeah, I hate women beaters are the worst. I probably hate women beaters. The only people that I hate more than women beaters are, well, not just women beaters. Anybody that beats anybody in a relationship. It's because it's not just physical abuse. It's mental abuse on top of it. The only people I hate worse than that are pedophiles. That's it. Those are Those two types of people, I cannot stand those two types of people. They're in cahoots. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks that you had to go through that. That's just, no one tells you how important, Sativa says, no one tells you how important your saliva is. Took me losing my teeth to learn how so many factors play part of your oral health. Yeah, that's true. Not only that, but like a lot of people won't tell you about inhalers. There's a lot of people with asthma that get inhalers, and a lot of inhalers will have steroids in it to help. And those steroids, they're not only good for you for building up strength and everything, but they're also good for bacteria. You spray them in your mouth, and if you have any cavities and bacteria in your mouth, then it will just basically grow them even faster, make them even healthier, and they'll destroy your teeth even faster. So something as simple as that, a lot of doctors won't even tell you how bad it'll destroy your teeth. But I appreciate that. How long does recovery take for extractions? I think it just depends on the person. My recovery was a lot different. I went directly into now dentures. I do not suggest that. It's painful. And there are denture companies who will put you right into dentures, but like Donna said, it builds bone spurs and stuff like that. So I think generally you should take at least a month to let it heal. A couple weeks to a month to let it heal, I think. At least till it's not sore anymore and you can't see any of the spots where they took the teeth out and stuff. You have no more blood and stuff in your mouth. But I'd give it 2 weeks to a month. Some people take multiple months, so it just kind of depends. Molars typically, Paulette said, I hope the molars, they, yeah, they will leave a big hole, but because they have three roots coming out of it, and the other ones only have one, but your molars have the big three roots, so it will be a bigger hole. It will take a little bit longer to heal, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. For the members, do they need to comment the giveaway M on the video? Also, how will they get the extra 5 entries? You're using the auto comment puller. I'm not going to use the auto comment puller. I'm using an Excel thing, and with Excel I can go through and highlight all of them, copy and paste it over, and then it'll delete anything that doesn't have those. So I can delete anything that doesn't have giveaway L, and then have that one, and then one that does the other one, and then I'm going to take those and cut them out, and I'll probably just do the same thing that I did before, or I don't know, I haven't figured it out. I might switch it over to the there's a wheel that you can get on, you can take all those from Excel and move them over. I haven't decided. I haven't used an auto comment puller, and I've been wanting to, and I just haven't checked it out. I think I need a better computer and everything to get online and grab one of those. But there's a program that they used for a giveaway at the KDPF thing that I was at, and basically you went up there and you basically just got your name put in, and I can put it into it. I can put it into Excel program, delete everything but, and then upload that Excel spreadsheet to this auto thing, and it'll just pull up a name type of deal. But I haven't figured out how I can get it onto my OBS and get it to work right. That's what I want to do, because we have the giveaway L and giveaway M, so there's 2 different ones that we're going to have to do this for. I don't know, we'll see. If you know how to work it, maybe you can we'll get together sometime beforehand, and if you think it would be easier just to do that, I don't know, let me know a good one to go to too. If you know of one that a lot of other people use online for that type of thing, let me know. Is it still lagging? It's not lagging on my side, so if it's still lagging on your side, I apologize. On my side, it looks pretty clean. Deborah says, I've told people I know that. That's awesome. Pat started lagging. Lagging very bad on my end. Man, there's a lot of lagging. On my side, it's not lagging. It's at a 12.4% CPU, so Should be doing pretty good. Where I talk about, I had one video about the DIY ones, whenever I was first doing the full DIY ones, where I kind of told my story. But I've never done a full video on just that alone. Yeah, the grumpy old witch said, well, thank you for the info on the inhalers. Yeah, yeah, I didn't know that either. Like, it was crazy. Could have been setting my son up to have his teeth rot out at a young age. I study everything that goes into my kids' bodies. When we have to do any type of shots or anything like that, I go online and I look everything up. I don't let anything go into their bodies without knowing what it is and what it does. And that's one thing that I found out. And it's almost like the doctor didn't even want to say. She just said, rinse your mouth out. It's like, no, don't just rinse your mouth out. Like, brush your teeth and everything. Steven said the first couple of days you'll need to protect your blood clots. No straws, smoking, or swishing. That's the funny part of that is I couldn't. No carbonation too. Remember that, Steven. No carbonation. You're not supposed to drink sodas or anything like that. I totally still had a numb mouth and I was drinking a Red Bull. Still drink, and I couldn't move my mouth because it was so numb, so I stuck a straw in the Red Bull. It was just like sipping out of a straw the whole time. So I broke and I'd smoked a cigarette that day too. So I broke every rule on the first day. I was terrible. I've done that with every tooth pulled though. So I've never had an issue myself. I've never had dry sockets or anything. But you can have dry sockets, and dry sockets are far more painful. Do the members need to? Oh, sorry, I didn't even answer that, did I? Sorry, fun size. Do the members need to comment? Yes. On the video for the all-around giveaway, members do need to comment. Sorry. That's weird that it's lagging on your guys' side. It's not lagging on mine at all. I have the OBS and I have the live feed both up, and I don't see anything lagging. I apologize about that. My CPU's up to 28.6% now, so that's weird. What's my internet connection? The bit rate. It's at 6. Suggested stream's current bit rate is 6391.98 kilobytes per second, higher than the recommended bit rate. We recommend that you use a stream bit rate of 1,000 kilobytes per second. I don't know how to change that at all. So, sorry. But yes, you'll need to go to the recent video that's for everybody and go enter in that. But when we do the members only one, the $100 ones, and then when we get to 50 members and we do the actual giveaway of the teeth for the members only, you won't have to do anything. Nothing at all. I'm going to get all my members together and I'm just going to do a drawing, and we'll do another thing. So if any members don't want them, you can give your thing to somebody else, and we'll figure it out that way. It'll probably be a few months before we hit 50, but you never know. You never really know. Should I do a full video on the whole thing? Melissa says full video on everything. I've thought about it, like the whole process that I had to go through and stuff, but I don't have any footage of it because I didn't take any into the dentist or anything like that. So it would just be me sitting here talking. I don't think that would be very fun. Except for I could probably get some stock footage, but that's about it. Georgine Cruz says, I'm glad I came across your videos. You're helping so many people and helping to get the right dentures because so many of those phony ads. Yes, the scam ads. It's been ridiculous. I hate the scam ads. They taunt me every day because, and you guys don't see this, but I do. I get a lot of comments from people who bought from a scam ad, and then they get on and leave a long comment basically ripping me a new one because it's my fault. They were watching one of my videos and an ad popped up, and that's why I added in that last video, like, the ads aren't up to me. The ads are up to YouTube, what they play. So just because it's my video playing and an ad comes on doesn't mean I endorse that ad at all. I have nothing to do with any of that. And so I even had somebody threaten to try to take me to court for it. Yeah, I have nothing to do with any of that. So I hate them, and I hate seeing people have to go through that type of stuff. I really do. But I wouldn't trust any of them. There's so many ads on YouTube that are just nothing but scam products. Ah, like I almost hate that Denture Rescue is now running an ad, because then other people have seen so many of these other scam ads, they're going to think that Denture Rescues is a scam. But Denture Rescues they're running my review that I sent them, like, as an ad, and every now and then I'll be watching a video and suddenly my face will pop up. And I'm like, ugh. There's so many people who are going to see this. Once I said I'm a rebel. Yeah. Melissa broke all the rules too. Yeah, I did that same thing. I got out of the dentist's office, jumped in my truck, and lit up a cigarette. That's the member drawings. If you're wanting to be in the new giveaway, you and there's been several members who have already left comments. So go ahead and leave a comment. The thing is when you post on my deal, it actually tells me you're a member. So when I go through to get your stuff, I will see that you're a member, and I'll add in your other 4 entries. So every member gets 5 entries. Remember that. So if you're a member on this giveaway, just add it once. Add your giveaway M, giveaway L, but also leave it. You don't have to leave if you're a member or anything. I will automatically add that to it. You do not want dry sockets. The funny thing is I've gotten a lot of teeth pulled since becoming an adult, and I've done the same thing. Drank out of straws, carbonated, everything, smoked cigarettes, and I've never had a dry socket as an adult. But as a kid, I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and I followed all the rules to a T, and I got dry sockets. And I had to go in there, and they put these little gauze things on the back that stuck in there. They had like these little grip things that stuck in, and then they had to go in. They left them in for a while, and then they'd go in and pull it out so it would reopen the wound, and then they'd stick another one on and pull it out. And it was painful. It sucked. Dry sockets are no fun. But I remember as a kid being like, and that was 20 years ago, so I can only imagine what they have now. They probably have better stuff for it now, but that sucked. But as an adult, I did everything wrong, and I never got a dry socket. Once I says I'll be entering because my mom's friend needs some. Awesome. That's so good. And anybody can do that. So if you don't want the pair yourself, go ahead and enter in, because you might win them. You might be able to gift them to somebody. Donna says, I bought mine. My daughter convinced me to do the drawing. Yeah. I mean, no matter what, you should be entered in the drawing, because you can give it to somebody. I remember last time we did the you can buy entries on one of the lives, and we do that all the time. So make sure you come to the lives, because every now and then we'll give you guys extra options to get extra entries and stuff in. And there was people, I mean, I think there was 50 entries bought, and they all just started giving them away. You could have kept them as your own and just gave them to somebody that you know too. It doesn't have to go to somebody. I know good luck on everybody's. So if you don't have a heart and you don't have good luck on yours, if it's been recent and I haven't gotten to it, I'll get to it. But if you don't see good luck and you don't see that I've loved your comment, then you are not entered. And there is a reason why. And there's still some people out there. Oh crap, I see it lagging now on that. No, but that's way behind. Let's see where I'm at. Okay. Go rewatch the video and watch the rules. The 2 people that have entered or tried to enter that aren't entered did exactly what I said not to do. One person put giveaway medium. It needs to say giveaway L or giveaway M. And the other person said, give away something, please, thank you, something else. I said, don't put anything else on there, just stupid thing. Hopefully this ends soon, because it's doing it on my end too. I see it now in the live feed. Let's see if I can go back here. You guys might want to set it back a few minutes or something like that, and that way it's not right on the live, and then it shouldn't do the loading thing. It should kind of go past it. But my son was playing live. He was doing live gaming, and that ties up my internet, and you can't do. Okay, so if you're brand new and you just got in this one, I appreciate you being a member. You're not going to show up on my membership thing quite yet on here, which I don't think you will. Let me double check. Oh yeah, you do. So I'm going to go through and say thank you to all of my members because I really appreciate it. So those are all of my members. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's still buffering. Let me see if I can fix this on here. Stream bitrate is 6621.57. Suggestion. I'm going to try to lower the bitrate. Higher than recommended. See if that helps it. I apologize. I really do. I don't know what the deal is. It could also be Cox just being crappy. Cox is not a very good. They have days where it's just an issue. Don't say that. I'm going to say it. Think I can break the rules. There was somebody on here a little bit ago that was talking about wanting to do videos of the Now Dentures 2 if they ended up getting a pair. And I will tell you that Now Dentures and I have been talking most recently about trying to get more influencers and stuff, YouTube people involved in making videos of it and spreading it around. And so Now Denture is actually looking for people who will actually get on and make shorts and make long form videos and things like that. I don't know if there is going to be any type of stipulation because, like I told them, one of the good things about me was I had already made a pair and I had already been successful with it. I'd bought a pair, I'd made them, I'd been successful with them, and then I asked them to send me a pair. They don't want people reaching out to them, so don't go emailing them and just saying, hey, give me a free pair and I'll make a video, because they're not going to send you one. We've talked about that. Now that they've become popular and people know the story behind me getting them and making the first video and all that different stuff, we were kind of worried about people just hearing that and going and trying to get free dentures from them. So I think it's really important to at least get a pair or one of the top or bottom and having a successful time with it, and then they will partner with you and give you a code that you can make money off of. They'll give you a code that'll save your viewers $10 off, and all that stuff. So everything that they've done with me, they can do with you, but they don't want anybody just reaching out to them and asking for a free pair of dentures. Because number one, they don't know if it's going to work. There are people out there that they just don't work for, and that's unfortunate, but there are. I mean, they're not made for every single person. They're not going to work for every single person. They will work for most people, just not for every person. It's almost pointless to do just because I keep looking up and this thing's buffering and it's starting to just be annoying. I might have to cut this live short, guys. I do apologize, but it's no fair to you guys. I'm gonna hit reset on the video real quick. This will end your stream. No, don't want to do that. I'll try to, because it's not my computer side, it's the internet side, and it's showing the bit rate's fine. So did that just end my screen? Seen anything from you guys in a while, any chat, so there it went buffering again. This is ridiculous. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I totally just closed out the chat window. So now they won't show up on the video anymore. Let me reopen that. Kathy says, how do we enter the drawing for teeth? You go to the latest video that I posted and you follow the directions. That's how you enter. I did it specifically the way that I did it on purpose, because we were having flyby people come in and just enter, and then a couple people won, and I reached out to them to tell them that they won, and then they never responded back, so we ended up giving them away to somebody else. And because I consider them flybys, they come in, they see the video for a second, they see everybody else is entering in for a giveaway, they put in an entry, and then they FO. So I put the giveaway rules towards the end of the video, so it's people that are here for a while, that know the videos, that'll watch the whole thing, that are going to enter into it. So if you ask me, how do you enter, I'm going to tell you, go watch the video. I appreciate it, though. I do. These are the things here. The new ones. I've got the, looks like, mediums, and then the larges. I thought they did away with peanuts, packing peanuts. Aren't they supposed to be dangerous or something? Everywhere you go, if you ask for packing peanuts, they tell you that they don't make them anymore. I got some extra goodies in there too, but got the large. This could be yours one day. I was gonna take them out of here just so I could show you guys, but I'm gonna leave them in. That way people can get the full experience, along with the instructions thing to the Now Dentures. So, oh, there you go. Now I see a bunch of you guys posting back in, so it must have stopped a little bit. Grumpy says, okay, we'll see you later. It's nice having you tonight. It's comforting to know this type of community exists. Every Sunday, just come on in, and you'll have a bunch of people here who are willing to talk about experiences, what they've gone through, and all that different stuff. I appreciate you coming in. Do the teeth come out easily? No, they really don't. You gotta, I mean, I had one on my very first pair that I'd never wore dentures before, so I didn't know how to do it. And I'm getting them out here. This is my first pair. And I kept grabbing the front teeth and pulling them out every single day. And about 2 months in, I ended up pulling one of the teeth out because and I had glue in and everything. I was yanking them hard. After about 2 months, it finally came out. And that's the only reason I realized that it's separate teeth and everything in there. So I just took some stuff. They got this Fix It. Oh, it's called Reline It. No, not Reline It. What is it called? I thought I had some around here somewhere. They got this stuff that lets you fix dentures, and I just put a little bit of that in there, put the tooth back in, and it's never came out since. But yeah, they're in there. They're in there just as good as any other pair of dentures because they're made like every other pair of dentures. Resin teeth into acrylic. So Donna would know better. You can't remove him that easy. It was literally like pulling teeth. Howard says it's freezing every 15 seconds. We miss half of what you're saying. I apologize. It looks to me, I'm watching it now, it looks to me like it's going well. So maybe we just needed to wait for my son's video games to go fully off. Yeah, and I had these in for this pair in for over a year, and I never had any issue with teeth except for that front one. That's only because I was yanking on the teeth themselves. The video for the giveaway is it's the last video I posted. Does somebody want to go to it and get the? I was gonna go to it, but my computer's working well right now. I don't want to mess with it too much. So can somebody go to that video? It was the last one. It's called "Let's Talk About DIY Dentures in a Giveaway." I think that's what it's titled, something like that. And then post the video in the chat. Post the link in the chat. So if anybody hasn't seen it, you can go to it and enter. Mike Kane says, odd. Remember, I have Android phone. Just joined. Not showing the chat. That's a lot of times, if it's not showing the chat, you can go underneath the video and there should be a spot that you can click on and it'll pop the chat up to the side. Sometimes. I don't know why it wouldn't show the chat. I entered but forgot to share. But I did it a few minutes ago. Yeah, I haven't got to. If it was a few minutes ago, I haven't gotten to it yet. But you will get a heart and a good luck on it if you are entered. So as long as you get a heart and you get a good luck, then that's how you'll know that you are entered. Which I'm going to go through there after this, and I'm going to, anybody who's done it within this video, or even if, I don't think I've been on my thing in about an hour. So if you've entered since, then I might not have gotten to it yet, but I will. I see I have a member badge. Yep, we made some badges. If you go to the beginning of the video, I showed those badges so you can see them in full. So anybody who's been here that's a brand new member has a specific one. Anybody who's been here for 2 months has a different one, and anybody who's been here for more than 2 months has a different one. So Reverse 321 says just wanted to pop in and say hi. So good to see you. Paulette says, I don't want to be a content creator, but I'd be willing to show the journey video to ease people's minds. That'd be awesome. But like I said before, unless you've already had these and have already had success with them and stuff, it only behooves Denture Rescue to protect themselves and not just give these out to a bunch of people. Because they could end up giving these to somebody like Easy Denture, who made a video of their Easy Dentures along with the Now Dentures and another brand of these, where they basically just talked crap on them the whole time. You know, you never know who you're going to be sending them to unless somebody already has a successful video showing that they've talked about it. And I think that was what mine was, because I'd made them, but I told them, I said, I didn't, when I got mine in, I didn't do an unboxing and I didn't do a how-to, and I really want to do those, but I've already made mine. But I did do another video on DIY dentures where I showed all the DIY denture sets that I got from Amazon, but then I said these ones are the best ones, and that video ended up going to like 70,000 views, and I sent it to them and they were like, oh well, this is a great idea, and they sent them to me for free, and just so I would do an unboxing and a how-to and all that different stuff. And I was talking to him, I said, I don't want to be the only one making these videos. I really don't. I want other people to be able to make them as well. I'd love to see, that's one of my biggest things that I get from people all the time is there anybody else that you can point to that has had success with these? Like, can you show me another video of somebody else who has made these? And it's like, sorry, but one of the worst things about dentures is nobody wants to come out in public, and I get it. I get it 100%. It's hard. It's really hard to come out and put yourself out there and say, hey, I have fake teeth. And this is how I did them. Not only do I have fake teeth, but I have cheap fake teeth. You know what I mean? Um, I get a lot of comments saying, man, you're a hero, or like you've got a lot of, you're brave or something like that. Which I don't think it's brave or anything. But it's because there's such a stigma behind it. People don't want to put their face out there and do it, you know. And me and Fun Size worked together and got a video out there where I show Fun Size talking about it. So now when people go, do you have a video of somebody else doing it? I just show them that video. It's still on my channel. It's still got me in it and stuff like that. But I'd love to see other people get out there and talk about their success with it. I've asked Anthony if he would make a video and send it to me or something like that. That way I could share that one as well, even if he didn't want to put it on his. But I totally get it. And I think it's going to be a while before we have somebody else that comes out and has success and posts a video. There's one other person that I think we talked about, and you can see if you go to denturerescue.com and then click on the Now Dentures, there's another woman that has a video, a thank you video to Denture Rescue, and she has some Facebook videos, and she has a code that they set up with her as well. So she has a review, but I think she's only got shorts on YouTube, a few shorts about them. And that's what they want, really. They want people to get on and leave shorts just saying how good their product is. And other people out there just want to see somebody else who's had it, because until they see somebody other than one person, then a lot of people believe that it's a scam. And it sucks, because I think there's a lot of people out there that are missing out on a good opportunity or a good product that would be life-changing, but they're so protected. And it's good to protect yourself like that, but they're so protected that they won't get it because they don't see it as a popular product. They don't see it as like a bunch of people are getting into this. Like if you look up affordable dentures, you can actually find quite a bit of people who've done affordable denture reviews. Not only that, if you look up those as seen on TV, what are they called? I put them in the video too, that just are supposed to go over your teeth, those things. You can actually see multiple videos of people using those for dentures. They're like 30, 40 bucks. You can't eat with them, but they look good. I mean, there's people who have made them look really good. But for some reason, it's like nobody wants to make a Now Denture video. But I get it. I really do. Because it's the biggest thing is just like Easy Denture, there's like one other person who's really big on making Easy Denture videos. Is it Paulette or something? I can't remember her name. She's the big Easy Denture one, and I'm kind of the big Now Denture one. It's because those are pricey. Nobody wants to spend $400 only to get scammed. So it's really hard to find that person who's willing to get it and then make a video of it, and then, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of factors that go into that. A lot of factors. Oh, Anthony said, I just got a new iPad video coming. I appreciate that. That'd be awesome. Just email it to me. I would really appreciate that. But everybody out there, everybody in the live right now, if you are willing to make a video, if you have your Now Dentures and you're willing to make a video, a video review, and you're willing to send a 1-minute video review into Denture Rescue. I haven't sent Fun Size. I was gonna take her video and I was gonna cut it down to 1 minute and send it in. I still haven't done that, and mainly because editing videos is a nightmare on this computer right now. I'm planning on doing that. But if any of you wanted to, you could literally film your own 1-minute video of your Now Denture, your review, and send it to them, and then ask them for a code or something, and you could still get that. Yeah, Kathy, I hate seeing that. I hate seeing when people are scammed. I've had so many people get on and say, man, I've already bought like 3 or 4 scams. I've already spent X amount of money. Not only that, I seen somebody that got scammed out of like $600 because somebody was using the Easy Denture images on their scam and charging more than Easy Denture products. They didn't know that they weren't on the Easy Denture site itself and ended up buying them, and all they got was like the basic Temu scam stuff, uh, like these things, and where it's just like the really crappy plastic things that go in your mouth. And they were very, very upset, and they basically got on and went off on me for it. And it's like, sorry. And a lot of those they'll get scammed by the wrong company, but then they'll find Denture Rescue or Easy Denture, and they'll email them, the actual company, and ask them for a refund. And those companies refuse to. I mean, because why would you? And then they get really mad at Denture Rescue or Easy Denture, and then they leave a big long comment, mostly in all caps. A lot of those I end up deleting because they would be discouraging. I was trying to save them for a while, but I would hate for somebody to read that and then not buy a pair that it would be good for, and then it'd just be a big mess. Because I know the reason why those people were scammed is because of non now denture or non Easy Denture related things, either their fault, mistakenly clicking on an ad or something like that. But it's not now Denture or Easy Denture's fault, or even mine, you know. So a lot of those I've been going through and trying to either delete or leave a comment like, hey, this isn't anybody's fault, you know. Real Life with Michelle, that's who I was thinking of. A lot of Easy Denture. Yeah, and I think she must have just made enough money on the Easy Denture stuff. Because I know Easy Denture and me had talked about doing future stuff, but I just didn't like the product. I really didn't. And I didn't want to make more videos on it. And they wanted to get together and have like a live event together and do all this other stuff like they did with her. You've seen she did like live things with the owner of Easy Denture. Like she did like 5 or 6 videos with him. And it's just a terrible product. I just don't like Easy Denture. Not a fan of it. The teeth are rough. But I'm sure I could have made plenty of money off of them if I really was in it to make money. But if looks like she kind of made her money and now has some really nice custom dentures. I still am going to do the affordable denture thing. I have reached out to Affordable Denture, and I've been talking to them about possibly doing something. I just haven't been, since they're individual franchises, I haven't talked them into giving me like a free demo, because it's free advertising. That's the way that I look at it. It's free advertising. I'm going to be making a video for you, and they're not even willing to do a discount or anything. And I'm like, it's affordable dentures are very popular videos on YouTube. Like you're gonna get free advertising out of the whole thing, and I don't want to come get them and then hate them like everybody has told me affordable denture is bad. So I don't want to come spend that money, get them, hate them, and go back to only wearing now dentures, which most likely I would, because this is kind of my look now, and then feel like I wasted all that money. Like I don't want to do all that. So I told them basically the only way that I would is if they offered to set me up with a free pair. Plus, why not try to get free stuff out of people if you can? If you have a video that has enough views on it, you can basically you can get people to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can't. Maybe that's why I haven't. Me and Now Denture have a really good relationship though, so I'm gonna keep partnering with them for a while and see how it goes. But I do want to do the eventually. This is where I want to get. And my whole goal at the beginning of this was to do from the Now Dentures to, and I said it in the video, I wanted to go from Now Denture to Affordable Denture to, because I want to go up in the price. So there's Affordable Denture, and then there's Aspen Denture, and then there's some of the box denture stuff. But then I started talking to Denture Rescue about them doing regular denture sets with me, because they make full dentures too. They're just a little bit more pricey. In fact, I think they're cheaper than affordable dentures actually. But they're running this whole Now Dentures ad, so they don't want to do that yet, but they said they're going to do it in the future. But I want to eventually get to the point where I can get all the way to implants and then have videos showing step by step all the way up to implants. I think that would be super helpful to a lot of people. And if I do the implant things, I might actually have a camera in there and film the whole thing, including the surgery. That's what I want to do. But I don't know if I'll ever get there because I'm really bad at not wanting to spend money if I don't have to. IMTMNT's heading out. We'll see you later. Uh, Reverse says, hey, the top fit me. Will the bottom fit in the same size? Because I've heard people say sometimes I have seen people that and it's rare, but I think I've only seen one person have where the top fit perfectly, but the bottom didn't. And I know Anthony's got a medium and a large, and we tried to ask him if he would try both of them at the same time. So like a bottom, like a medium on the bottom and a large on the top, and see if it would still work and stuff. And I think he said that they didn't if you're using two different sizes. Um, so in some cases, like I've said before, they don't work for everybody. There's people randomly here and there that they don't work for. But you can always do what Donna does and get the same size. And if one of your size top or bottom is actually smaller than the other one, you can always go hard Dremel, but sometimes it's just not going to work because of how somebody's mouth is or because of their overbite that's too much or something like that. It's just unfortunate, but it's part of life. Michelle ended up not being a fan of it. She got a denturist from Texas who costs more but not insane. It's gotten some bad reviews too, so who knows. Yeah, I don't know. Easy Denture, I'm not a fan of them. I always wondered why she pushed them because she had regular dentures before she got Easy Denture. Like, if you watch her videos, her first Easy Denture videos, she already has a pair of dentures. And then she moves to those, and then she promotes it really hard. Does a lot of Easy Denture videos while having another pair of dentures. And I can tell in the video while I'm watching it, because I watched all of her videos. And you can tell while watching that she didn't get the Easy Dentures very good. They looked horrible. Like, she just pushed them in, and that was it. Didn't do any trimming or anything. And I remember watching the video going, those cannot be as comfortable as the dentures she's already got. Cannot. But, I don't know. Yeah. She must have made a lot of money from it or something. Unless she really did like them, and she could have. I'm not trying to assign anything, because I don't want anybody to think that of me either. Like, I'm not in it for the money. That's why I do the giveaways. That's why I try to get as much free stuff out of Denture Rescue as I can, so I can give it to you. Because it's not about the money. It's about helping as many people as possible. If you've ever heard the song Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson, that explains this whole thing for me. 100% explains the whole thing for me. It's all about doing better and trying to help somebody out who doesn't have the help themselves. It makes you feel good. All the money in the world can't replace that. And my YouTube has jumped in money. I'm not gonna lie. It makes decent money now. Not enough that I can hire Fun Size, which I'm going to one of these days, I promise you. Not enough to that point yet, but it's going up enough that I think I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and eventually I'm going to, you know. You can make pretty good money on YouTube. Shannon Cat says, I've heard not so good things about affordable denture in my area. You know, I've heard about equally good and bad from the one in mine. I think if you get the cheap, they have different rates, like more expensive ones, less expensive ones. And I think if you get the more expensive ones, they have really good reviews. The less expensive ones are bad. I think they just don't care. The quality is terrible on the less expensive ones. So if you're like scrounging and trying really hard to get the cheapest pair, like, you're not gonna have a good time. It's almost not worth it. That's what I've heard from most people. Aspen. I want to try Aspen. I heard some Aspen ones are pretty good. Craft thing says my affordable dentures were way better than the Aspen dentures. It's cool that you have both of them. You should do a review of both of them. That's what I want to do, is like pit those two together, because those are the two more affordable regular dentures that you can get. Oh, so this is going to be my first set. Yeah, good luck with it. Just remember, have some patience and know that you're not going to get it there in one day. Uh, Ask Fun Size, I think it took her like a week. Several people took more than that. Donna's been working on hers for a while, but she's had to do a little bit more extreme stuff to hers. Shannon Cat says, I'm almost there with mine. Spent 2 hours Wednesday shaping with the Dremel. There's been a lot of Dremel work going on here recently. Hey, if it works, if that works, it works. The one that's the greatest. I think that's one of the good parts about uh, now dentures is, yeah, if you don't get them fit right, they are like a real denture. Like the base of it is a resin tooth into the acrylic. So as long as you keep that regular, you can pretty much do what you want with the top. You can even Dremel off the back couple teeth or something if you need to make them shorter and stuff. It just depends on how much work you want to put into them, or you can put into them. If you do the implants, you need to save YouTube money. Use regular finances to invest in it. So if I figured if I used YouTube money on it, then I can actually, on my taxes, I can file it as a business expense, and then I can get that money back, if I'm correct, or a portion of it. So that's kind of why everything I buy that's big with that I use for YouTube, I usually, during my taxes, I actually file it as a business expense, which I've never been able to file any, because before I only made like $500 a year. And so I would go through and match that $500 and stuff that I would do reviews on and everything. And so it would look like I didn't have any money at all. And so that wouldn't go against my taxes. This year it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be different. I'm going to actually have to file for a lot. Not a lot, but way more than before. Kitchen's gonna clean. Oh, Donna just got done eating. I forgot. Yeah, she first got on, weren't you like, just get done with dinner or something? Looks like she's got to go clean. Good night, Donna. It's good to have you on. I think every time you come on, you enlighten us a little bit more of everything that you're doing with yours. You're probably one of the hardest working people with these. She's determined to make them look right. Not look right. She's determined to get them to work. So I think that's awesome. I don't think half the people that they actually don't work for right off the bat would have nearly the patience that you have in the hard work. So I'm excited to see what they look like when you get done. Did you ever hear how much Aspen go for? I have no idea. I have no idea. I think they're right around the same as Affordable Denture from what I've heard. I actually emailed both of them to see if either one of them wanted to do like a partnership video thing, and Aspen never got back with me. But I heard if you get the more expensive Affordable Dentures and the more expensive Aspen Dentures, that they're really really good, and they look really good. But they're about the same price as any regular denture, and you can't. And I don't think either one of them take insurance, so you have to pay fully out of pocket on them. So most dentists just have one type of denture, though. Oh, she has the ones that are printed. I don't understand why she would go to the DIY dentures after that. She said they fit her perfectly. Yeah, that's weird. It kind of just makes me think that she's seen them, was interested in them, bought them, decided to make a video on them, and then probably just reached out to Easy Denture, and you know what I mean. It just kind of probably went from there because sometimes it's just curiosity. If you got enough money to get the okay, so the 3D printed ones, they 3D scan your entire all of your gums, and then they fit the 3D printed ones perfectly to your gums. It's this little tiny machine that they stick in, and they map out your entire mouth with pictures and all that different stuff, and get a perfect mold of your mouth. And they're expensive. I think the ones that I went to try to get a price from them, the cheapest pair were 7 grand. They were between $7,000 and $15,000 for the 3D printed ones, which is weird because 3D printing makes things cheaper. That's another thing. Oh, we talked about that last week. It bugs me. It drives me crazy that they got all this new technology that's faster, makes it easier. You don't need as many techs, and it still costs more. Technology should make things cheaper, not more expensive. It frustrates me. My main dream in life is to get some nice dentures. I can't afford an, an extraction yet, but pray somehow that before you get these, you have to get full extractions because they don't really work with any teeth. But yeah, I hope you can get there. I really do. Oh, I can see that's buffering again. Hopefully it's not too bad for anybody, but it's buffering on my end. What is happening? I don't get it. Shannon Cat says determination, creativity, and fearlessness. The 3D printing company shut down. Too many people were having issues, and oh, that must be that's probably Denture Box is what you're talking about. They did 3D printed ones too, and they were beautiful. They were nice, but I'm talking about there's different denture or different dental places that you can go to that will actually 3D map and 3D print your stuff. But Denture Box is a lot different. Oh, there, yeah, you said Denture Box was a company. Yeah, they shut down a while back. I emailed them too whenever I was first doing the Now Denture stuff, and just to see if they wanted to do a video together, and they didn't message me back. But I learned only a short time later that they had closed down right before I emailed them, but their website was still up. Dang, I didn't know it was Denture Box that she got. That's crazy. That's probably why she got the Easy Dentures then. Because if you're looking up for cheaper dentures and you found Denture Box, you probably found Easy Denture too. So I'm sure she probably just remembered them, seeing that they were cheap and ended up getting them, or cheaper. With the Denture Box, they sent you a box and you had to do your own impression and send it back to them, and then they made a 3D print of it. But if you go to a dentist that has the 3D printed technology, then they actually scan your mouth and you don't do impressions at all, which is awesome. I thought it was cool because when I went in there, they 3D printed my mouth just to see like what the cost and everything would be. So I got to see my mouth completely 3D mapped. I asked them if I could have the pro or the what do you call it when it's a 3D print file. I can't remember what it's called, but I asked them if I could have the file for it so I could show it. Yeah, Shannon Cass at Aspen is majority owned by Leonard Green, the private equity group. Uh, they're obsessed with upselling and cost cutting, so would be interesting. I had heard that. I think we had talked about Aspen Denture before, and you've been going on these lives for a while, so I probably have heard that from you. But I think Aspen, along with Affordable Denture, are both franchises, kind of like McDonald's, where the actual place that you go to is owned by somebody. It's you know It's owned by Aspen Denture, but every individual one is owned by somebody else. They run it like a franchise. So I don't really think that you can. I emailed the Wichita one and the Ponca City one separately, and I asked both of them if they were franchises, because it'd be a lot easier just to get a hold of corporate and see if corporate would make a deal like that. But I still don't think corporate could force a franchise to make a free set or something. I don't know. They didn't want to do it anyway, so. On your last video, the dentures you're holding up look quite pink in the gum area. Is Denture Rescue making them more pink these days? I don't think so. I mean, those are the ones I was holding up. They probably look more pink because I have this super pink thing on them. But I don't think they look more pink. They match the acrylic pinkness that they've always had. But they might, I don't know, because the first pair that I have, the acrylic is a whole different pink. So I think that this is an improved pair, honestly. No, not that one. This one here. The acrylic's a different color of pink. And I think the teeth are a little, no, they kind of look the same. But these ones fit and worked a whole lot better than these ones. And there's a huge difference. Like these ones fit flat on each other. This is the second pair that I got, or this is the third pair that I got from Denture Rescue that they sent me. Because I got 2 pair sent to me from them to make videos on. And then this is the pair that I bought for my daughter, or my daughter bought for me. And these ones don't match up the same way. You can see how if you match up the fronts, the back molars aren't touching. That's how they sit in your mouth. So you have to get them just right. And I think it's so your mouth never hits on the back. So that's how they were when I first bought them. And now, I really do think this is an improved version. Now they sit flat. So they are different. I think they've just been improving since I've got them. Harlan says, I have been working on mine, but don't know if too big or what, but not easy to get right. They're not easy to get right, and it's going to take you a little while. It will. They're not super easy. I mean, they take a little bit of DIY and skill, but as long as you have patience and you work on them, like I said, there's several people who's taken weeks to get them perfect. It just kind of depends. Just keep working at it. Keep plucking away. Do small sections at a time instead of re-soaking the whole thing and putting it in. Re-soaking the whole thing. Get it just about right, and then start working on small sections. I think that's the best way to do it. And somebody said before, was it Sativa? I don't remember exactly who said use a heat gun instead of boiling water. So I might have to try that. I still haven't, but I might need to. Howard says, yeah, this has to go soon. Appreciate you joining the membership today. It's good seeing you. Kokomo is heading out. Good to see you, Kokomo, too. Have a good rest of your night. We are not doing the drawing tonight, says Fun Lady. Did somebody ask if we were doing the drawing tonight? You'll know when we're doing the drawing. Oh, okay. I see what Howard was saying. I have to go soon if I'm blessed enough to win. How do I find out? So the drawing is not tonight. um, you'll know. We wait till it gets to a certain point. Keep checking back on the live ones. I haven't set a date yet, but as soon as the date is set for the drawing, you'll know. I'll post a video on it. I'll keep updates going, and then since you're a member for the $100 giveaways, we'll be doing a members only, probably the Monday after the 20th. Since I'm not going to be live that Sunday, I'll probably do it the Monday following, most likely. But I'll let you guys know on the $100 one for you members. So it's just show my little bit of appreciation to the members. Just make sure that you guys have um, Cash App, because I'd hate for somebody to win and not have Cash App. So that's where I'm going to send it to you from. That always happens, Howard. So don't worry about it. It always happens. As soon as I put out a giveaway video, the very next live, a lot of people get on because they think there's going to be a giveaway that night, and it's not. I make the video. I want people to share it, get as many people on there as possible, and get as many people entered as possible. Get everybody who needs a pair somewhere out there entered in, and once it gets to a certain point, either 2,000, or I think we might do 3 or 4,000 this time, depending. So it's going to take people sharing it in order to get to that point. But once we get to that point, I haven't decided the threshold. My members will probably decide it. I'll probably do a members only thing and see what everybody thinks we should get to. And then if all the members say 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000, we'll set that limit. I'll make a short on what the limit is, and then once it reaches that point, I'll make another short to kind of update you guys and tell you. And then the Sunday, or as soon as it hits that limit, I will tell you exactly, like, we'll do it this Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, so if it would have hit Friday, then I would have gotten on that Friday and said, hey, on the next Sunday live, we're doing the giveaway type of thing. That's what I would have said. So that's what we do every time that there's a giveaway. That way we get enough people that can see it, and it gets in front of enough people, and yeah, that's how we've always done it. Open Nomesis, thank you, Bryson. You're very, very welcome for all that you do, your experience and knowledge, and sharing with us. I appreciate that. I would say thank you to Fun Size and Shannon, or not. Well, Shannon too, but Donna. Everybody else with all the knowledge in here, and Anthony, all you guys who get in here, uh, and let everybody know your experience and stuff. Yeah, if you need, I see Shannon Cat said if you need extra gum material, go to Easy Denture. Yeah, if Amazon has an Easy Denture thing that has a couple sheets of the boil and mold stuff. It's actually called Easy Denture Reliner on Amazon. It's like $20 for the two little things. So don't Dremel the gum material, it turns into a hot mess. I kind of figured that. I figured it would kind of shred because it's not like a solid plastic. It's literally malleable at certain temperatures and stuff. Uh, Now they do give you a little sanding block, and I have sanded the heat and mold material before with a little sanding block, and I've never thought that ended up too well. So the acrylic and the resin can both be sanded and dremeled, but I didn't think. I mean, we got Donna dremeling the hell out of stuff. Looks like Satia's going to be dremeling stuff. Uh, you guys can let us know how all that goes. I mean, Shannon Cat says that it turns into a hot. So it sounds like you know that from experience. I've never had to Dremel it though, so thank God. Yeah, Fun Size says she only Dremeled the hard plastic. That's probably the only part that you really can Dremel. And all y'all using Dremels. Dremeling. I'm glad I didn't have to do all that. I'm so glad I didn't have to do all that. Let's see. I got a few different things here. Let's see. Somebody said, can these be used if you still have a few teeth? That is the main one that I get on the old Now Denture must watch best DIY budget denture unboxing and how to, the very first one that I did. That has been the main comment that goes on these here recently. What color are the teeth and gums you get with immediate dentures? What color are the teeth and gums you get with immediate dentures? I mean, you can see in the video. Pink. Oh, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and answer your guys' comments here. There's one entry, and there's Donna's there. She gets 5. I should go back through the members and just put, I don't know, something different. I like these new badges. I think they're really cool. I wish they were bigger so you guys could see them a lot better. Maybe I should get something a little bit smaller and do these for something else. Sativa says, getting out of here. It's your son's birthday. Oh, don't be on here if it's your son's birthday. Get out of here. No, good seeing you tonight. We really appreciate everything. Everybody in here, like any of you guys that have experience and want to talk about this. I mean, it truly helps people out. I appreciate it. Shannon Cat said, I wish I would have gotten it on Amazon. Oh, are you talking about your Dremel? Or are you talking about the Now Denture? Because the Now Denture is more expensive on Amazon. They're like $420 on Amazon. So you pay like an extra $40, I think. 40 or 50 bucks for the shipping. I think they're $420 there. Maybe they might even be more. Holly says, I pulled another tooth, 7 to go. You're getting there. Yeah. Shannon Cat's got dinner time. Let's see. David says, you're awesome for helping so many people. I will be a member soon. As soon as I can, and I hope one day I can get a pair. Life is so, it is, it's hard, and it's very hard, and I feel for you. And that's why we're trying to do these giveaways, to give at least one person here or there a pair that might not be able to afford them themselves or get them themselves. So that's the whole point. I'm trying to milk this for as much as I can so I can get as many people free stuff. But become a member. I mean, you might win $100 one of these times, and hopefully some of the people who win $100 are saving to get some, and it helps them out. Because then it would be only about only $75 you'd have to save to get at least one top or bottom. David, I think it does help too. I really do. And I think it's not just me. I think these lives help more than anything. I think a lot of people have learned from these lives. A lot of people. I've even learned from the lives because you guys do a lot of different stuff than I do. So it's been awesome. That's why I would love every single one of you guys to post your own video. I think it would help. I really do. But I get it. I get it. I really do. I get it. It's hard for me sometimes to make a video because there's a lot of times, like I've been out and I was at this conference, and my cousin makes YouTube videos too. He makes like blacksmithing videos where he makes these hour long, goes out and films for an hour or two, takes all that footage in and edits it down to like 15 to 30 minutes, spends hours on editing, and then he'll post it and get 300 or 400 views. And he's told me the other day that he was a little disenfranchised with it. And I told him he's got a kid, he's got a son with special needs, and he's got a lot of really good ideas on how him and his son, or how him and his wife take care of his son. Like they were telling us at one of the events that we went to, some of the rules that they have in their house and some of the things that they do. And I was like, you've got to understand, there's a lot of people out on YouTube who just want help. They want somebody to help them with stuff. They don't want to be alone. And there's got to be other parents out there that have a child with the same special needs that your child has. And some of the ideas that you guys have are awesome. I mean, they would have worked great for regular parents in regular parenting. I mean, I was like, you should make videos showing people, and don't use it as like, don't use your son as profit, but do it in a tasteful manner where you can actually get and connect with other people who have the same type of issues, and then talk to them about it. Just do it. And so I think he said here recently, him and his wife had talked about it, and they're thinking about doing the whole mental health, changing his YouTube and trying to do like a mental health style YouTube and stuff to try to help people out. And I think that's going to be awesome. But I say all that to say this: we were out at this one conference thing, and he was like going on and on to everybody about his YouTube, and then all of a sudden he turns around to me and he goes, and this guy makes more money than I do on YouTube, and all he does is uses his damn phone and stuff, and like starts going on. And I remember thinking in that moment, like, I really don't want these guys to ask me what my YouTube channel is. Not because I'm embarrassed of the whole thing, but it's not for them. You know what I mean? These were like rich guys who are heads of companies who run these like multi-million-dollar construction businesses and stuff like that, and pretty much get anything that they want. My channel's not for you. You know what I mean? And so both of them ended up getting my hell, they might even be in here tonight watching this. They both got my channel, and both were looking it up and was like, holy cow, you've got a lot of views and all this different stuff. And I remember just thinking, like, I would have never mentioned my channel to anybody here had nobody specifically asked for it. And so I kind of felt like I was put on the spot and stuff. And it is kind of hard when you're in a public setting like that and you're talking to people in a professional sense, and all of a sudden everybody at the table becomes aware that you have dentures all at once. You know, it's kind of like you feel like you're on the spot, and it's all because my cousin mentioned to somebody that I had this YouTube page, and then they wanted me to explain to them why. You know, so anyways, say all that to come back around and say this: I get why people don't want to make videos based on this at all, because it's a whole different thing. What's his channel called? It's called Empty Pockets Iron, right? Is that what it's called?
I don't know if that's what his YouTube is called.
I think it's called Empty Pockets Iron. Let me look it up. Yeah, he pretty much put me on the spot like crazy. Yeah, right there. He'll like this. I'm doing a little promo for him. I'll have to tell him. Little promo. If you go over there, tell him, leave a comment saying Bryson sent you. I'm still not seeing it on my end. That's why I'm holding this up for so long. I just want to see if it focuses. Can you guys see that? Sandy says, so I'll try to order the Now Dentures by Friday, because they said I have to wait 6 months for regular dentures to be made and finished. Hell yeah, I mean, I never even thought of that. I mean, if you've got the money for regular dentures and Now Dentures, it's probably a good holdover denture until you're ready. Oh. My live is so far behind. Yeah, there we go. I see it coming on now. Empty Pockets Ironworks, that's what it's called. But basically, he just does blacksmithing right now. But I'll tell you the one that I want everybody in here right now. Everybody here. Okay? This is the one I want everybody to go subscribe to. If I can find it. Right here. Everybody go over and subscribe to this.
Is it breathing?
My son edits videos really, really good. He just learned how to edit videos not too long ago, and he's doing a great job at it. And he's working so hard at making these vlog videos. And he just started skating, and he's getting really... Oh, I don't want to do that, because then it'll... Stop! It'll demonetize my thing. Let's do this. Let's turn this down. But this is after like a month of skateboarding. And he's doing pretty good. He's just basically vlogging his journey of skateboarding. So one of these days, we're gonna do some collab stuff together, and probably do like a vlog style thing together. And I would love to see him be successful. I really would. I would love to see him be successful. And if you really like this channel, and you'd like to see like some vlog style stuff, especially with me and my family, definitely let me know. That's something that I've thought about doing. I've done it before, like way in the past. And in fact, you can go through my past videos and see them. So anyways, it has been, sorry, it's 8 o'clock now. This is the time. Today flew by quick, didn't it? My son's standing out over here because he's probably waiting to get back on his video game. So, make sure if you have any more questions, I'm going to leave this going for like a second. You can leave it in the chat and stuff. Tell everybody goodbye. Share anything that you guys want to say with each other before you get out of here. And then I will see you guys next Sunday, but not the Sunday after that. And then I'll probably send my members a video, and we'll come up with kind of a threshold for the giveaway video. I do want to do one more, maybe next weekend live. We'll do a job. This is just for the 22 of you that are still here. So everybody that missed out isn't going to see this. Next Sunday, make sure that you're here, because I'm going to give everybody a chance for a second entry. So we'll do that next weekend. But anyways, let me find this over here. Open this up. We'll see you guys later. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. See you guys. Have a good week.